Good morning, children. In the previous class, we have discussed about the adolescence, puberty, and the changes that we have observed during this period. We have also discussed how height increases. We have also discussed the change in body shape. We have also discussed about the change in voice, how sebaceous and sweat glands get activated, and how we reach the mental, intellectual, and emotional maturity. So this was the topics that we have discussed yesterday. Today we will start with the topic that is the secondary sexual characters. We have learnt that testes and ovaries are the primary sexual organs. These are the organs which distinguish the male from the female. We have two type of sexual characters. One is primary sexual characters and second is secondary sexual characters. So the sexual characters which are present since birth are called primary sexual characters, and the primary sexual characters are directly involved in the reproduction. Examples: vagina in the and ovaries in female, penis and testes in males. These are present at the time of the birth, but they get mature later on. What are sexual characters? They are those characters which are controlled by hormones, which distinguish between sexually mature males and females, but they are not involved in the reproduction. Okay, and they emerges during the prepubescent through postpubescent phases, like breast in female. So these are the characters that are not present till the time of birth. Now if we will talk about the main characteristics in males: hair growth under armpits, under the arms, and in pubic region between the thighs. Hair also grows on other parts of the body like chest and face, mustache and beard. Body becomes more muscular due to development of muscles. The voice depends due to the growth of voice box. Chest and shoulders broaden. Broaden means get wider. Increase in stature means increase in height. Adult males are taller than the adult females, and they have heavier skull and bone structure. Testes start producing sperms. All these changes in the adolescence boys are brought about by the secretion of hormones called testosterone. Now if we will talk about the characters in females: hair grows under armpits and pubic region, ovaries start to release eggs and ovas, menstrual cycle or monthly period starts, development of breasts take place, hips broaden and become more curved and prominent, a high pitched voice develops. I told you in the previous class also that the boys is having the low pitched voice and the female is having the high pitched voice. The secondary characters in girls are produced by female sex hormones called estrogen and progesterone, which is formed in the ovary. Now moving on to the next topic, that is hormones. See, we have already discussed about the mental, intellectual and emotional changes. Now how these changes takes place? These are the hormones which are responsible for changing these characters. So hormones are the chemical substances which coordinate the activities of living organisms, their growth. They are also known as chemical messengers. Hormones are secreted by endocrine glands. There are many endocrine glands in our body. First of all, we will differentiate between the two glands. There are two types of glands in our body: exocrine glands and endocrine glands. Exocrine glands release their secretions with the help of ducts, means they are having tube like structure. Similarly, for example, salivary gland secrete saliva in mouth. Similarly, digestive glands जो हैं they secrete digestive juices in digestive tract. The endocrine glands do not have ducts to release their secretions. That is why they are also known as ductless glands. and they directly release their secretions into the bloodstream. And pituitary gland, adrenal glands, and reproductive glands are endocrine glands. So let us talk about the endocrine system and its function, how they work in our body. See, endocrine glands release hormones directly into the bloodstream. These are the chemical messengers that carry information and instructions. Hormones are transported by the blood circulation. A hormone reaches a specific body part, such as an organ or tissue or cell, where the message is to be sent. Such parts are called target sites, and target sites respond to hormones. Now, the last topic that we are going to discuss is about role of hormones in initiating reproductive function. How hormones play important role in initiation. Initiation means to start up anything. So the hormones plays an important role in initiating the reproductive functions of adolescents. In other words, what we can say that the onset of puberty is controlled by hormones. We know that testes produce male hormone called testosterone and ovaries produce progesterone and estrogen. So these hormones are under the control of hormones secreted by the pituitary glands. So the pituitary glands secrete many hormones, one of which is luteinizing hormone. And what is its function? It stimulates testes and ovaries to release testosterone in males and ovaries to secrete estrogen and progesterone in females. And another hormone develops mammary glands inside the breasts. The secretion of hormones result in the development of secondary sexual characters, and the hormones bring about change. The hormones are released in the bloodstream and reach the specific target site. So this is all about the today's topic. You read this topic very carefully, and in the next class we will discuss about menstruation cycle and determination of sex of a child and how hormones are important, other hormones, and last but not the least is role of hormones in completing the life cycle of insects and frogs and reproductive health. You can read this topic carefully